Hello, good afternoon. How's it going, everybody? We good? We good? Well, ow. How are we? Hope everyone's okay. Hello, boopies. How's it going? How was your day? What? Ooh. Right out the gate. Right out the gate. Giving my elbows a little crackle. I'm doing okay. There were people doing work on the bathroom, so there's been a lot of bonking, but finally stopped just in time for stream. Hey, let's go. Nice. You getting the bathroom redone, or is it just like a bit of work? Yeah. We looked at getting the bathroom redone when the shower packed in, because we were like, oh, we've been thinking about it, so maybe this sort of like is the instigating moment. And then when they came back with the quote, we were like, we'll just get the shower fixed. It got redone early in the year, but they like decided they weren't going to tile one of the walls. Oh, weird. That's a. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Sometimes they do that. That's what they're doing today. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's get some music on. The silence is driving me crazy. Right. I talked about how I felt like I wanted to use this front-facing one instead. Today on, is that a mark on my screen or a mark on the layer? It is on the layer. That is on the layer. How the story ends. How the story ends. 2 hours until the next 2 episodes of Dispatch, and I'm going to scream. Ooh, okay. I'm guessing you enjoy it. I don't watch a lot of shows. Mainly because I don't have access to a lot of shows. Summer is ending soon. It's the superhero make your choice video game. Oh, that! When you said episode, I thought it was a TV show. I didn't recognize the name, but yes, now that you've explained what it is, yes. They're already... one, I didn't realize it was episodic. But two, they're already just releasing the second episode. Didn't that just come out? Oh yeah, weekly episode release schedule. Ah. That's different, but in a way it's kind of cool because it is like a TV show then. They're releasing 2 episodes a week in a game. That's really interesting. Braviary in chat. Falling, falling. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I have been, but now I'm craving more. Guess it's good then. Hello, Hope. Hello. Drink some tea. I still have tea at the moment. Tea from lunch. And a save reminder from Core. Summer is ending soon. I should add this to my year playlist because I'm listening to it a lot. I really like this track. Let's just do that. Add to playlist 2025. Really liking listening to that song. I know it's going to be a ways away still, but have you had any thought about if you're going to put them on an avatar, the Whoopies? I'm kind of assuming that you likely will. But have you put any thought into it? Oh boy, have I. Do you have a base in mind? Because you know how I am with avatar bases. It's like my specialist subject. Although there are so many out there now that it is almost impossible to know all of them. I was looking at the Yin one, whatever it's called again, but the Volper is just, that's very fair. That's very fair. I do like the Volper as well, is the thing. Like, I like where, obviously I'm very proud of all the work in my kit bash that I did, which uses Volper parts, but the Volper is just good. The Volper is just good. I'm guessing you're thinking of the Hyenid, which is, like, the Hyenid is the definitive Yin avatar. It's been out for a while, but there really isn't one like it. And even though it's, in terms of VR chat avatars, an oldish one, I believe it, like, holds up very well. Of like, it is very good. It's very well made, as far as I'm aware. But the Volper is just nice.
Blue, you are beautiful. Can I get an amen and a kissy wissy? Mwah.
Amen. Mwah. Hi, darling. How you doing? Have you been playing Guild Wars? Have you been enjoying it? I've been trying to avoid spoilers, but I have seen, like, a few bits online, and I gotta say, some of these zones look a damn sight more pretty than some of the previous ones. Then the first thing I might do is commission a nice lady to make a nice profile picture of her. Oh, amazing. Not a lot done so far, just enjoying exploring. Hell yeah, do it! I also enjoy exploring, very much so. I am a big fan of exploring. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow where I'm going to play it. I might add in, I'm thinking I'm going to put in, let's see, so we're going to have we've got the face markings, which is the like, S symbol. Against the moonlight, our holy mother of the midnight. If we live forever, let us live forever tonight. I turned myself into a pickle. Oh my god. I think the last time I really played Guild Wars was when Heart of Thorns came out. Climbing the Vine Jungle made me weirdly happy. I have mixed feelings about Heart of Thorns because I think the story and the areas themselves aren't too bad, but the mastery grind was too much, and I think they knew that because from then on they really pulled it back. I think that's the Heart of Thorns' main flaw is the mastery grind. But like story, I really enjoyed, and yeah, I'd say the zones were pretty cool as well. I think I've said it several times that Path of Fire is like peak. Path of Fire is so good, and technically the Living World 4? Is it Living World 4 that's after Path of Fire? Which one is it? Is it 4 or 3? 4, yeah. Path of Fire 4 is very good. Path of Fire Living World 4. Lizard. Synergy thick models, like what you're drawing, but I don't recall the name. In terms of body type, I think that Ghostly Ghostly's models probably do the best job for this body type. What's the small race called again? Asura. It's been a while since I played Guild Wars. College is tiring. Yes. But you have to make sure that you focus on your studies. The video games will be there afterwards. Yeah, I think in terms of body type, ghostly avatars offer the best, which is the person who made the Mama Gen. But they do have other species available, and I think that they have the best match. Can we stick a head on a Mama Gen? Absolutely, we can. Yes. Just yes. Just yes. I'm literally wearing a kit bash now. I'm wearing a leggy combined with a Volpa. Yes. We could take the hyaenid head and put it on a Mama Gen body. Very doable. Absolutely. Once I got my head around kit bashing, it really felt like a new world opened up. I haven't done any more kit bashing, but the fact that I successfully did this, and I would say, to my eye, did it pretty well. It really felt like a new world opened up of like, if I want to, I could just combine any avatar with any avatar. It's tricky, but doable. I'm considering, it's been kicking around in my brain of like, I do love this, but I've been thinking about doing minor edits to this for the new year, because, you know, I did this for the start of this year. Which is mainly for optimization, because the base leggy, actually not the most optimized model, at least in terms of poly count. Poly count's pretty high. So I've been thinking about potentially maybe trying to do some poly count optimization on this. I'm very happy with the leggy face, because like that was the thing that I always really liked about the leggy, which is why I kept it. But I have the leggy face and the leggy body, all of that. It was basically the Volpa fluffs, slightly tweaked ear shape, and completely redid the hands. Pretty proud with my hands, because I was very particular about them, because the hands is the bit that you see a lot in game. But funnily enough, I'm never been 100% on these ears of how I picture Blue's ears, but I actually struggle to find an avatar where I see the ears and I'm like, those are the ears I want. It also feels very weird to look at avatars for their individual parts now, rather than as a whole. Guild Wars will literally be there whenever you're ready to come back. Yep, because there's no sub, and we love that. I remember when I first started on VR and I saw your leggy and I was like, I want... I love that. Yeah. You'll always remember your first. It does feel good that, like, out of all... It kind of feels nice that it is full circle of, like, all the avatars I have, but the first avatar I ever had was the leggy, and all these years later I come back to make my own personal kit bash, and it's still the leggy, because... I don't know, I just like its face. It's a good face. It's a good face. But yeah, because as we all know, funnily enough, visually, my favorite avatar is the Jex. I love the Jex, and it's really weird to be like, my favorite avatar is an avatar I don't wear, but it kind of is true. I do wear my Jex, but I don't VTube with it, is what I mean. So I've been considering for updates. I'm thinking about taking some Jex stuff. Mainly the legs. I literally have in my, like, reference folder a photo of the Jex legs, because Kuda just made nice legs. Which is ironic, considering that this model is literally called the Leggy, but I like the Jex legs. These are the Jex legs. because they have that. They're just very nice digigrade. They're digigrade modeled, but they're not digigrade rigged. But yeah, I literally have a screenshot of the Jex legs for reference because I like them a lot. Whereas the leggies legs are actually very straight. They are digigrade, but they're very, very straight. I had been considering, because I like the Jex so much, I was considering doing a Jex Volpa kit bash, because I love that me and my friend Simmer seem to agree on this, which is that the Volpa fluff is really nice, because Simmer does a lot of kit bashing, and it feels like almost every kit bash I see Simmer make in the last 6 months have all had Volpa fluff on them. Like Volpa chest fluff, sometimes the backbone, pretty much always the chest fluff. A lot of them use the Volpa tail. So part of me wants to put Volpa chest fluff on a Jex, because I like the chest fluff. But that's just one of those things that keeps getting put on the back burner, because it's just it's personal projects at the end of the day. A lot of my personal projects just get put on indefinite hold because I need to work on stuff that makes money. I'm thinking of, speaking of, oh, maybe I should do some work. I'm thinking of sketching in here the hairline. Like this. But that just makes me ask, like, well, what kind of hairline would you say that you want for this? Which is a very specific question. Like, I've drawn it coming to a point here for the fringe, but like, what kind, is it smoother? Sunset, no regret. First chance, last dance, stuck in the middle. Even bad girls, no good love. It tastes so sweet, it hurts a little. This song slaps. Hadn't really thought about it. That's fair. This is the kind of thing that you end up thinking about sometimes when you're an artist. Just like, what's their hairline? For most of my characters, the hairline just follows the fringe. But funnily enough, my werewolf's hairline on the side of her head, it goes, if this is a sideways portrait view, really shitty circle, good job. I'm an artist, I can draw a circle. If this is a sideways view, my werewolf's hairline actually has a zigzag. Her hairline kind of goes like this, and then goes behind the ear, because she has her hair. She has an undercut, so she has her hair like this, and then this is her hairline. I don't know why, but that's just a detail that I like, of she has that hairline. She has this undercut and ties her hair. Yeah. I'm sure you've probably seen when I sent you a DMs before, but oh my god. Oh, let me see. Friendly reminder that when I'm streaming, my Discord notifications do not go off, so I don't always see. Oh my god. I'm not clicking on that at the moment. Something that's been sitting on the table is I want to see you do a kit bash, the cobble, and a protogen. You want a proto cobble? Definitely doable. The interesting thing about protogens, when you say kit bash, do you actually want the protogen like part of the body, or do you just want the armor? Because the actual like armor plating would technically be doing a type of clothing. I could make that from scratch. A cobble gen, if you would. Do you just is that the only reason you wanted it, so that you could make that joke? There's another one of the many ideas that crossed my brain was, hey, you remade the cobble basically and gave it a big major update. Maybe make some clothes for it, because clothes are always an incentive for people to get avatars. Because even after all those updates, we didn't really sell any, which is a shame. People love the scarf. Scarf is easily the best-selling item I have. People don't want the cobble, which is sad. And I think it's quite well priced, actually, considering that these days the average price for an avatar is $40. I think mine being about 20 is quite reasonable. It used to feel like the average price for avatars was 30. I think the average price is 40 now. It's 45% the region. If you remember, I asked if you minded if I made a backstory using the cobble. I don't remember, but I also don't mind. It was a year or two ago, though, yeah. I don't remember, but I don't mind. But it's cobble with a K. Get it right. That's how you know. It's with a K because it's a kobold. I mean, let's take the Desir, for example. It doesn't help that I don't know how to spell Desir. Oh, it's with a U. Let's take the Desir, for example. There's the Desir, which is this base avatar, and then you can get the Protozir. But the Protozir is basically just clothing. It's not a kit bash, it's clothing that just goes over the top of it. I assume that that is more what you want. You don't want armor just ripped from the Protogen. You just want, like, mechanical armor, I assume. There's a lot of different protos out there. Because it's one of those things where, oh look at that, it's the Papagen. Because it's one of those things where it's like, yes, you could kit bash if you legitimately are like, oh, I want that exact armor. But the thing about kit bashing is it requires, as with texturing, it requires the commissioner and the commissionee to own both models. So it costs a lot, and then you have to pay the price of, you know, the service itself. So you have to buy 2 avatars, and then the process of the kit bash. Whereas just making clothes is just making clothes. The Uno gen, I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, there's the Mama gen. There's the one that we were talking about earlier. Ghostly. I think that Ghostly has the best basis for this body type that we are currently working on. The Mama gen is the one that I think is the one that people know the most, but they have done others. In fact, if we scroll down, the dragons are very pretty. But they have done, if we scroll down a bit, there's a canine. There is, in fact, a canine. It doesn't look like it has a hyena preset, but there is a canine. Because the thing to remember as well, yes, the Mama gen has lots of outfits, because the thing to think about as well isn't just the body, but it's all of it. Because, like, yeah, we could put a different head on, and we could kit bash other parts, but obviously it's how much you want to do, because, for example, if I can find a picture that shows it off. The Mama gen only has 3 fingers. It's only got 3 fingers. Which was something I actually hadn't noticed until I started thinking about things like this. Of just like, you know, because spoilers boopies, I had actually been thinking of like, what base would suit? Yeah, might change the mouth a little bit in the hands. Yeah, that's the thing of just the hands are thinking about me. I know. Thinking about my child. But yeah, the Mama gen only has 3 fingers. And also, it has this kind of like, I don't even know what kind of tail you would call that. It's not lizard. It's kind of lizard shaped. It's not scaly, but it's kind of lizard shaped. But also ass. I feel like in a dream world we would do like a Mama Gen body, but we would probably let's be real, Volpatail, because Volpatail, nice. Probably like a hyenid head. And we'd have to do a bit of rethinking about the hands. But that's just me. The cost is why I've been sitting on it. But yeah, it would for the proto cobble, it would be probably more of a clothing rather than a kit bash. I would just because then it's something that I could put on the shop. If I make it from scratch, I can put it on the shop. It's there's a whole lot of rings you have to jump through to sell kit bashes. People do sell kit bashes, but it's a lot of hoops to go through because obviously the person who is buying it has to own all of the pieces that you are kit bashing with. Maybe I just won't have hands cut them off. No! I'm just saying Blue does have a very floofy tail on her market if you really want one. Let's be real though, it's a not subtly disguised Arcanine tail. I don't expect people to buy it. It's a very not subtle Arcanine tail. Because let's be real, I don't even use the tail that I made. I use the Volpa tail. It's very not subtly an Arcanine tail. Should I put ears on this? I probably should because it just looks a bit odd without ears. But yeah, I went and had a little search for like VRC hyena avatars, and I was like, man, there are different ones out there, and they aren't bad, but I just kept coming back to the hyenid. I was just like, the hyenid really is just kind of got it in one, almost. Just like, yeah, looks good. I don't own it. I don't own the hyenid, but I believe it's quite a popular one. Like I said, it's been around for a long time. What you're talking about, it has nothing to do with Arcanine. Shush before Nintendo hears. It's inspired by. Why do you? I'm not subtle. It's called the Arced Tail. On the shop, it's called the Arced Tail. Arc. Also, I will say, just to share with you, because again, Avatar's literally like my specialist subject. There is another one. I don't know if you've heard of, which is the Lycana. Have you ever seen the Lycana? I'm not sure. The reason I say it is because she literally has the hairstyle. She literally has your hairstyle. The Lycana literally has your hairstyle. It's a tied up with a side fringe. Which was interesting to see after we had done the design. I was like, I've seen this hairstyle on an avatar before. It's on the Lycana, it just comes with it. But, like, it's a nice body shape, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite the body shape we're after, and buying an entire base just for hair is quite a lot. Especially because this one's 50. Like, Jesus. Yeah, it's not thick enough. Literally my thought of, like, it's not bad, but it's not quite what we're after. I even looked at, like, some of the Foxy Paws ones. But again, it's basically just the body of, like... There's just not a lot of representation for larger body sizes in VR chat. So, yeah, body-wise, I think Ghostly is just the closest. It doesn't have to be the monogen if you know, we're talking about kit bashing, because, like, when you're kit bashing, you know, you take a lot of stuff out, so you could take any, like, because the monogen has been out for a while. So, like, if it's just the body, you could pick one of the more recent ones, like the dragons. It got updated recently, I think. I don't know, because I don't own it. I don't know. Because I can't see, I don't believe I can see update history on a product I don't own. We'll fix that. No! Don't make any decisions. I remember you showing me the dragons. I think there was a hair from a person called Fine? Probably. I haven't looked too hard for hair, but as with most things, I know that there are some people who basically just specialize in making hair. Because hair is one of those ones which things that are, like, quite avatar neutral. So some people literally just make hairstyles. Yeah, if you search ponytail, there's a lot, actually. There's a lot of ponytail hairstyles, like almost too many for me to just go through. Yeah, there's a lot. So that's not an issue. What if I changed my hair to that instead? Uh-oh. She's learning about the joys of self-expression. I have an outfit that I wear sometimes, which is, as we might say, a closet cosplay. I think I just saw something and I was like, oh my god, I need it. Oh. I don't know if I am happy with the ears. Are they too tall? Did I make them too tall, maybe? I don't really need the ears. It's just because the head looked a little odd without them, but this is just a reference for the colours. I've been doing a lot of yapping today. Not a lot of work is happening. I'm doing so much yapping, but I'm having a fun time. Get these layers named. Off topic, but next year is the year of the Fire Horse, so I won't be surprised if we see Ponyta and Rapidash things happening. Yes, you said that already. Yeah, sounds good. Hunts. It's called Mohawk for Hyaenid. I need an opinion, Mama Yappa. Oh, I see. Oh! Oh, it is. Oh, that's very nice hair. That's very nice. It goes quite... they've kind of done how I was initially sketching before. They've kind of done how I sketched before when I was like, do you want stuff going down here? Because hyenas have a mane that goes down their neck, and initially you were unsure. I mean, hell, kit bashing aside, yes, we could. Is it too late to ask for that? Absolutely not. Hell yes, we absolutely could kit bash like a Hyaenid onto a Mamagen or a whatever. I could just also edit the Hyaenid. That's also a thing that can be done. We don't have to... If the only issue with the Hyaenid is that it's not thick enough, I just go into Blender and I grab the slider and I set to 200, you know? Because, okay, I keep wanting to hold up my hands. You can't see them. I keep wanting to hold up my hands, but the Kit Bash's hands aren't kit bashed. They're just the leggy hands. I just changed them. No, that was the broken one. That was test. This was the fixed one. These are just the leggy's hands. But I completely changed them. Do I have a photo of me doing the peace sign with the leggy? These are the same hands, but they don't even remotely look the same because of how much I changed them. Completely different bean layout. I, like, changed the proportions of them. Here we go. That's the same hand. So that's not a kit bashed part, that's just an edited part. So, you know. I love seeing the old and the new side by side. Look at this. Look at the glow up. Look at this glow up. You can kind of see how the ears are ever so slightly different, but they're still the leggy ears. But yeah, the ears are one of the few things that I'm like not 100% with, but I didn't have like an alternative that I liked that I felt fit blue specifically. You can see that I like changed the way the fur was. But I'm still not 100% with it because being based off a maned wolf, the leggy has very long ears, so these are actually like shortened a little bit, but they've got little tufts on the tips. It's so weird to point out, but look at that HD tongue. Look at that. Tongue and gum definition. It's the eyes that do it for me. It's the eyes. But anyway, enough being vain and looking at me. Okay. Was an opening. So my question is, eyes are very pretty. Thank you. I worked very hard on them. You need to have pretty eyes. It's what people look at. At least now I want the hyenid head. The hyenid is the best hyena face. So my question here is, are we changing this, or would you like me to add it as an extra hairstyle of just do a sketch? Just do a sketch like over here of just alt hairstyle. Hair up and hair down kind of thing. Or over here. We got space. We got space. I think I want the mohawk a little more after thinking about it. That's totally fine. So, do you want it basically just like the one you've linked? Do you want it to basically just look like that? I do really like that style, and it would incorporate the mane. Awesome. Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to start with the back view because the back is like the key one, because we're kind of keeping a similar fringe. Although that fringe is a lot longer. Yeah, cut and paste. You literally want that as just that, basically. 100% as that. So, mask. Let's have a look-see. I'm going to mask it so that if I change it and then you go, actually, I can just disable the mask and it will go back to how it was. We'll do it with the mask. New layer. Mohawk. Hair. But yeah, don't feel bad about changing things because that's literally what this whole thing is. Would it be easier to draw if I get you it now? Oh no, I can draw it just from the picture on the page. I don't need you to buy me the 3D model to look at. I can do it from the page. So this goes down to literally like slap bang here, middle of the shoulder blades. And it goes like, I'm just going to do this quite sketchily at the moment. So it literally goes like straight up, back of the head. It comes out a little bit, does flare a little bit, and then it comes back in order to go around the ears. We'll buy it anyway for when the model is being made. Fair enough. Yeah. This is when this is why like stuff like this gets expensive. As I say, it's because it has to be bought for both people. So things have to be bought twice, so it becomes expensive. Which is why texture artists invest in avatars basically, because it's technically any texture artist can work on any texture. But if they have to own it, and then the client's like, oh, I want you to texture this for me, and then the artist is like, cool, well, I don't own it, so you need to buy it. It's like, cool, that's an extra charge that the client hadn't taken into account. I have the Hyanid already in the Mama Gen 2, so I'll just be buying it for blue. Oh, bless you. We can talk about stuff like that later, because I'm guessing you'll need my email and stuff. Very kind. Because to gift stuff on Gumroad/Jinxie. Also, a reminder, if there's stuff on Jinxie, go for the Jinxie one, not the Gumroad one, because artists get a higher cut on Jinxie. Gotta finish this first. Yeah, we're getting very ahead of ourselves. I like talking about Avatar stuff because it's a subject I am knowledgeable about. If you buy something on Gumroad, get a direct link to the thing, don't search for it, yes. If it's only on Gumroad, don't get the direct link for it, which you can do by... Let's take this for example. If you have this, and you've searched in Gumroad and this has come up, go back to the artist's page, and in the URL, see this bit here with the question mark, delete that. So you're just on the artist's Gumroad, and then click on stuff and buy stuff. Ugh, Gumroad kind of sucks. If you can, buy it on Jynxi. If the person has a Jynxi page, get it there instead. Because Jynxi gives artists a better cut. So what's this person's name? Thine. Does Thine have a Jynxi? They do. Oh, but it just links back to their Gumroad. That's a shame. They should set that up properly. But anyway. Did you see my question about the lip on the model in the advert? I did not, sorry. I did not. Can you say it again? If you're so knowledgeable about avatars, how do you get Gumroad/Jynxi to stop giving me boober monsters when I want robots? Well, joke. Oh, God. If I find out, I'll let you know, because I would also like that. But yes, could you ask the question again? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Gonna mask this out. It looks like they have extra plump lip. I'm guessing they added in the texture. I was curious if I was seeing or mistaken. Do my eyes deceive me? Let's have a look. See, yeah, if you're saying like on the bottom jaw, that definitely looks like texturing to me. They've basically just taken the sort of black that people have on canine lips, because a lot of canine lips look like that, and it just looks like they've enlarged it to give the illusion of a fuller lip. Because if we look here on this second image, you can see how this one doesn't have it. So they've just extended the black. Now you know my next question. Would you like it added? Yes. Because that's a common thing that I see a lot of female artists do, in the same way that female artists might texture in. In fact, they've probably done it on this, texture in additional eyelashes, like I have done here. Modeling in eyelashes is hard and tricky, because obviously the eyelashes have to follow the movements of the eyelids when you blink and everything, and it's quite hard. So quite often they will texture eyelashes on. We just kind of like add this like that. Kind of like when I was doing the colors, and I was like, oh, if we add in, God, the lineless colors. If we add in the gray over the eyes, it gives the illusion of eyeshadow. It's the same concept, and you'll see that a lot as well in a lot of female avatars, is that they will texture in the illusion of eyeshadow to try and make it look more feminine, basically. What I see a lot is now If I can do a quick example. An effect that I see a lot of artists doing, I had to choose the light grey. Is that they will take a lighter color and do this kind of like thing like this and like blur that out and maybe slightly darken it. They basically add shading into it to give the illusion of a bit of a shine of eyeshadow, essentially. Friend of mine, Karai, is very good at doing it. She's very skilled at it. She's very good at doing that. But it is a trend that I've seen a lot with a lot of feminine avatars now. I am seeing it quite a bit where they are essentially extending this bottom lip for the purposes of making it look like lipstick, essentially. They just do that. And I'm seeing it a lot lately. My problem is that personally for me, I'm not as big on it. But the thing is that while I am female, I'm not very hyper feminine, and I think blue kind of does show that. So I don't really go for it, but a lot of avatars are adding it in lately. That's just me. It depends on how subtle you want to be, because we can be like really not subtle about it. And we can put like actual lipstick. We can be not subtle. I think I'm learning to want to express it more. I really like the black. Very fair. Very fair. Learning to express yourself is a journey. And it's something that you never stop learning either. Because I am, frankly, even though I've just said I'm not very hyper feminine, I'm more comfortable with showing my femininity these days than I used to be. I had a very interesting conversation with a friend about this at Confuzzled, which was fascinating. Funny enough, it was my friend Karai, who I mentioned earlier. We went to the FemFurs meetup at Confuzzled, and we were sat around a group table, and it's like, well, let's talk about, being female and how we feel about that. And it was really interesting to hear that she said, like, oh, growing up, even though I am female and identify as female and all of this, I wasn't very feminine growing up. And if anything, I was quite rebellious and kind of like went against that of like, didn't like wearing dresses, didn't like the color pink, was very anti all of that, don't want to wear skirts, don't want to wear makeup. And it was only like in recent years that she was becoming a bit more in touch with that and actually liked it more. And I was like, that's really fascinating because same. Which is and I was like, that's really interesting that we've had the same experience. That's so weird because yeah, growing up, I was very anti being feminine. But again, it was one of those things where, like, you know, we're at a FemFur meetup. Obviously, there were loads of different people there, and we even clarified of like, we don't think that we are male. We don't think that we are trans. We are definitely female. We're just not very feminine, which is fine. But yeah, it was a very interesting conversation to have. A tomboy type thing, yes, very much so. Yes, very much was labelled a tomboy growing up, and I was quite happy with that label. It definitely wasn't a thing of like, no, don't call me that. I was very happy being called that. So yeah, very much so. As I say, I think that kind of does come out in Blue because again, Blue is also female. I am female. I present as female. Blue is female. She presents as female. But you know, for a start, she's blue. Stereotypically a masculine color. But she doesn't have. Definitely her most recent, like the actual ref sheet I did for her, is really like the most feminine that she's ever looked, but she doesn't really look all that feminine even in this. Of like, she has a little bit of a curve to her. She has got like hips and stuff. She doesn't have broad shoulders necessarily, but like mainly the key thing is she doesn't really have much of a bust. And like, I can't really show on this avatar very well, but like the model here doesn't have a bust, and when I'm in VR chat and I'm wearing avatars, I don't tend to have a big bust. I don't, but the thing is I don't turn it off. I just have it kind of low. And it was kind of only recently in the last few years that I actually like started feeling more comfortable with that. Which is why there is the little note here, which is bust is covered by chest fluff. Of like, she does have one, but you don't see it. Like, this avatar does have breasts. They are there, but you can't see them because they're covered up. So yeah. And it's like blue has kind of like weirdly a couple of masculine traits, like like this little like chin fluff spike that I always draw her with. These days, you only really see male furries do that because it's indicative of a beard. And my avatar doesn't have it, but like I've just always drawn her with that. So it's just an interesting thing. But yeah, gender is a journey of self-exploration. Who was it that brought up Cosmic Odyssey yesterday? Asking because they put out a Halloween update. I don't remember. In Japan, blue is a feminine color, and pink, being close to red, is masculine. Not even in Japan. It used to be pink is masculine and blue is feminine in Europe as well. And then the war happened, and it changed. So yeah, that's why I said stereotypically male, because colors are colors, and you can be any color you want. Perfect case in our friend group, frankly. I'm female, and my favorite color is blue. Naren is male and loves pink, so I want to be Fanta Black. Astounding. Just let me be a void creature. Okay, let's... So it's still quite central. So we have this kind of like central point on the front strand. Okay, let me follow. So the strand on the front does very much lead that large tuft that comes quite up and out over here. All-consuming void of color. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put the stream playlist back on now. Volume. Girl, who does your hair? It does say in the hair options that it has the removable mane, so you don't have to have the mane if you're not settled on it. Though it is nice because yeens do have that. I think I want it's a nice yeen part, yeah. Remove the mane, that's just the main part, yeah. think that needs more volume up top. More like that. A little side view of it. Hello! I love you! You okay? I missed you. Yes, you have stuff all down your front. Did you eat all of that?
What?
Flapjack. Did you eat all of it?
Thought they were for me.
They're for both of I didn't get any! Why can't you ask?
Why didn't you tell me? This goes both ways. You just put flapjack there. I was like, oh sweet, these are my flapjacks.
I didn't. Cool. I'll tell Mum. I'll say Andy loved the flapjack so much he didn't let me have any.
Bye.
Thanks, lover. Cool.
Where do you want to go for dinner tonight?
I don't know. Go have your shower. I use these literally my job memes so much I think I should put together a resume for. It's fine. See, now I can complain to my mom and she'll make more. Because it wasn't just flapjack, guys, it was homemade flapjack from my mom. I'm not going to pretend I'm not upset, because I am upset. I wanted some flapjack and I was saving that. I was saving it. You just ate all of it. My mom makes really good flapjack, guys. Yes, I am sending a complaint text to my mom to try to get her to make more flapjack. To put it into perspective, guys, my mum's flapjack is so good that we don't like store-bought flapjack anymore because it just doesn't compare. So we don't buy flapjack. The only flapjack we get is mum's flapjack because it's the best. Anyway. Oh, thanks for gifting a sub to Taxi. He wouldn't have told me if I hadn't seen the crumbs on his shirt. He would have just been like, ooh, flapjack. And then I'd have come down, like, later tonight, be like, oh yeah, I can have that flapjack I was saving. And it just wouldn't be there. I'm a little upset. And now Spook's gonna feel bad.
Bluesk 11 pet justice for mom's flapjacks. May you eat the next batch all by yourself.
Aw, thank you for the bits, Boopies. Thank you very much. The counter argument is that it's going to be my, as Spook said, is like he left it out on the side. My counter argument is, why do you have to eat everything? I'm not gonna completely play the villain. It's partially my own fault for forgetting about it, because I could have had it during my lunch, but I did forget about it. Yes, 500 of them. We're gonna be here a while. We're gonna be here a while. I didn't expect that. So the argument could be put forward that you should have eaten it sooner, but my argument is, why does everything always have to be eaten right away? Why can't we save things for a little treat? That's kind of true, Hope, man. But is it bad to say that kind of stuff gets on my nerves? I know that I'm a very quiet voice in that, because most people don't care, but it gets on my nerves a little bit. But saving things is for nerds, gluttony always prevails. Happens so much in my house. I go to get my chocolate bar that was bought a day or two ago and it's gone. Yep. This is one thing that the pair of us don't agree on. I am a fan of like, oh, I'm going to save this to have for a special occasion, and Spook is very much the I'm going to have this now. Because my mum gave me that flapjack yesterday. So his argument would be, why didn't you eat it yesterday? I was like, well, I was saving it. Maybe I wanted to have it today. Maybe I wanted to have it today after date night, as a treat. Instantaneous gratification always. That's just the neurodivergent speaking. We don't like things that don't give us instant gratification. But I was like, but food is one of those things where it's like, oh, I've got something to look forward to. We just have different opinions on it, and that's fine. But what's not fine is eating my flapjack. What I need to do, really, is get Mom's recipe off of her. Because the flapjack is so good. I look forward to the dozen Krispy Kremes and then I eat them all. No, couldn't be me. I'm very good at moderation. I think when it comes to things like food. I am very big on, oh, I can save some of this for later, and then I'll have a treat later. Blue just expressing Dragonling mentality. Dragonling mentality. Look, I have draconic. Maybe I do have draconic tendencies because I like to hoard stuff, okay? I've been wanting to make a dragon Sona for a while. I have dragon characters, and I don't have and I need to make character sheets for them. I need to make character sheets for everyone. Did I get this trait from you? Maybe. Maybe. Does this need to come out more? The big example of this always comes out at Easter and Christmas, when the family still buy us like mountains of chocolate. My Christmas chocolate will last until Easter. Spooks doesn't last a week. But then I'm still there in February like, yum, I still have chocolate to eat as a treat. He's going to come out of that shower now and feel really guilty, which is making me feel guilty. I pick one at random every couple of days. Yeah, exactly. Instead of just being like chocolate bar, chocolate bar, chocolate bar, I'll be like, I'll have one. And then the next day I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, I don't fancy one today. By then, someone has probably eaten all the good chocolates out of the mixes. Thing is that because of this, it's very funny. Of like when he has his Christmas chocolate, he takes it into his room, and within the week, it's gone. With me, I take my Christmas chocolate and I put it in my room, but because it lasts so long, I actually like put it in a tub. I put it in a tub with a lid, and then I like put that tub under my desk. Hoarding tendencies. How do we feel about this, Boopies? Is the like volume okay? Like that needs to like be more out here. And this strand, I'm actually going to pull back a little bit just so we have the silhouette of the spike here, so it's not lost with the ear. So we have a stronger silhouette on the top here. Hard to tell because of the way she's facing, but it looks fine. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Because the picture is like looking the other way. But I'm trying to get my head around it in 3D space. Looks like it needs to be a bit longer. That's the only thing I see. It goes down to the bosom. That's a fair... No, that's fair. Make it longer. This is what I'm saying, of like, always point stuff out for me. So it needs to be longer, which in turn I think means it needs to be a bit wider. So we're thinking like there. It's going to cover up her face for the markings. That's why I wanted this. That's why I wanted this. But I suppose it's up to you of, do you want the marking flipped so that we can see it? Because obviously we'll know it's there, but in like future art projects and on the avatar, it'll be covered. You like it where it is? Okay. Okay, so it will be partially covered. Quite a lot. Iris, let's drink some water. In art, it depends on the angle, and we'll be able to see it on the avatar. Mm-hmm. How are we feeling now? Bleh. Good. I feel like maybe this isn't necessary. Okay. So we need to reapproach the lines. I'm going to duplicate this layer and hide it just in case. Then we'll do lines, new hair. I'm sorry, stop apologizing. Stop apologizing. You're literally paying for a service. Why is my face tracker not charging? I just realised that the battery is getting low, so I've plugged it in, but I've just realised that even though it's plugged in, it's not charging. Why? Why? Why is it not charging? Bit of a funny connection on the wire, apparently. A little bit of jiggling and it started doing it. Okay, so... This is going to be a bit fun, but let's do it this way. Just make sure I get all the big ones. The little ones I can get rid of after, if needs be. I could like stretch and elongate these, but it's probably just going to be better if I just redraw them. I'm probably going to have to redraw the eye slightly as well. That's fine. Bald. I need the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, why is that not displayed? Okay, there we go. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. What? Okay. Okay, so I think I'm also going to delete these lines for the eye and eyebrow. So I can redraw them. Splat! Splat the Crobat. What? Psst, hi everybody, I'm back from going to the bathroom if you didn't know. Lurkers, can I get an emote please? Let Twitch know that you're alive. Let me know that you're alive. Psst, psst. We have to convince Twitch that you're not dead. Cheese! Cheese for everyone! I'm dead. I'm going to do the dispatching episodes. Does thine require anything from me before I go? No, you said you're fine with all the hair and how it looks, both front and back. I'm just going to sit and line it. Okay, I can't spell no need to call me out. Oh, it will. It will continue to throw you out, to call you out. Bleh. I am happy, thank you, Mum, love you. No problem. Also, I completely forgot for like a full week, but I am going to need your email at some point. Okay, it's awful. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Client confidentiality. You'll read it and break all the rules because it's that bad. Legally, I won't. I can talk to you about it. I can't talk to other people about it. For now, goodbye. Bye. Enjoy your game. Enjoy your video game, sweetie. Not really doing the mom accusations any favors, really, do I? I'm gonna leave deleting these lines until I'm certain that I'm happy with the hair. Blue's designated mom of the group, huh? It does seem that way. Though, as I've said, it's very important in this fandom to be very clear. I'm fine with mom. I am not okay with mommy. That is a very important distinction. You have at least 2 children. Yeah, there's a big difference. Also, I used to designate for parent or friend group. I'd join and they'd be like, "Mother is here." It's kind of funny because it's like it's yes and no simultaneously, which is very fun. Which is, I would say, in my stream community and a lot of my VR friends, I seem to be designated mom. But in my other friend group, who is much more IRL based, I am not the mom. I am the baby of that group. Not in age, but definitely in behavior. I've said mommy in a completely innocent context a few times and got yelled at. Yes. Yes. I was talking the other day about this. The internet has warped what words mean. I get it though, if someone calls me daddy, I'm walking. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. Back in the day, if you were a Pokemon me, you just had Pokemon you love. Now it's weird. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I think it's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing that these words get their meaning changed. Okay, this line we are going to have to extend. Hello, Nemo! How goes the work today? It's all done? Nice! Love that. Okay, I think I do need to delete these bits, because they're totally covered. Very sleepy, because I can't sleep while they are here. Hope Docker? I don't know, Hope was here earlier. But they haven't spoken for a while. I think she's around. There she is. Doing Game Maker stuff. Woo! Fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aww. You guys are so cute. Also, you knew what I meant when I said Doko well done, a very useful word for your visit to Japan. I will say I don't know what the word Doko meant, but I gathered from context. Arguably the most useful. Fair. Hello. How's it going? Not go Shujin-sama. It just means where. Ah. Yes, that will be important. I imagine the thing we'll probably keep asking is where's the train station? It's probably where we'll be frequently like, where train station? As a tourist will come up a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ikigawa doko desu ka? Probably, which is where is the train station. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of stuff I need to be learning, really. Okay, this is going to be one of these very large lines. I don't think you guys can hear it, but my neighbor is once again sawing something. So I can just hear it over and over, and I'm just like, oh, noisy. Yeah, for a 15. Having a bit of fun with the line weight with this. Varying line weight. Okay, just because of intersecting lines, I want to move that up. Just so that is not touching that. I should erase that after I taper. I haven't started on grammar and thus full sentences much, but I get my textbook for that today or tomorrow. So far, I just have some kanji and words. Nice. Will this day never end? Oh no, Dan. You've only got half an hour left. I believe in you. You can do it. Den spending all day going, I could be playing Guild Wars right now. I could be playing Guild Wars right now. I could be playing Guild Wars right now. Literally. Oh no, I feel terribly ill. Guess I'll have to take the rest of the week off to recover and definitely not play Guild Wars. If I was at my old job, 100%. Wee. I could just say the word cramps and they would hush me out the building. Aww. That's actually kind of sweet. That's looking alright. Replace my pillow instead. Aww. think I'm quite liking that. This is looking a little flat. Gonna be surprised if Den doesn't take off tomorrow just to play Guild Wars with you during stream. So tempted, but alas, we are short-staffed and the boss is on annual leave, so it's not happening. Aww. Aww. But also, we applaud being sensible and thinking of other people. Because I imagine everyone else would not be impressed. Den has strong willpower, could work Den. So she's already done it once, she probably shouldn't do it again. She's already done it once. Yeah, that eye that I've redrawn definitely is slightly slanted in comparison to the other one. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Pinch. That feels a bit better. Maybe. I'll be there in spirit. I will miss you! Ah. Totally need to change this. Mm-hmm. It's never perfect. Aqua. Gonna need to redo that eye. Throws banana. Oh no, there's a banana on the course. Gonna get started on Guild Wars. Nice, fair enough. I will be starting tomorrow on stream, playing through all the story. I will be doing story content. I imagine at some point I will be slowed to a stop when the story inevitably goes, hey, just go do stuff in the zone for a bit. As Guild Wars often likes to do, which is fair. It makes you explore the zone. They put a lot of work into it. Very nice. I'm gonna just grab this knockoff ice cream and throws lightning that shrinks everyone, but why? That's not a thing in a Mario Kart game besides Kart, as far as I know. What's the connection between lightning and being small? That's a good question. Nemo asking the real questions. Let's fucking go. And they got to go, so come and get it now. I can perceive you. Can I copy the mirror? Fuck. Nat 20, let's go. Shot! There's a couple of events that are bugged. I will give you more details because I don't want you to come across it and waste your time. Okay, fair enough. I only came across one, but someone in Fish Guild said there was a couple. Ah, okay. That is partially a small benefit to not playing on release day, is that potentially some bugs can get patched out. Right? Ugh, that's too real, Core. That is too real. Unless I can't stay awake, I want to spend time with all of you, but I need sleep. I'll be up tomorrow for things as well. You're all amazing. Bye, Nemo. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. We will be here. They pushed out a patch last night that might fix a few things. Hey, nice. Yeah, can I, like, copy this ruler? Show in all layers. That'll probably do what I want to do. Yep, that does what I want to do. Just going to delete that one. Or rather, I'm going to delete what is on the layer. Let me connect these lines. Not what I meant to do. Like that. And then like that. Great. Just color the whole thing in. At some point, if you find yourself on the first map a bit west under the normal ground level and come across a bar with enemies repeatedly spawning, one person passed out even though it says 1 out of 4, just walk away. Okay. There are no 4 people passed out, it's just 3. The one person that is there will likely die again because mobs never stop spawning. Oh. Oh dear. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised they dropped the expansion during an event. So am I. So am I, honestly. I wouldn't have been upset if they had pushed it back a week. I don't know why it was so important that they get it out in October. I wouldn't have been upset for it to be out November 4th. Very odd choice. It was weird. I will leave that there for now. Let's go back to some more lining for the new hair on the back. Because these colours are still roughed out. This one was at least refined so it's within the lines, but like the markings and stuff are still really rough. And this is just all colour rough. You can see that it's not like it done within the lines yet. So there's no point doing the neatening of the colours when the lines aren't finished. Though, mind you, one thing I have said, as much as I love Guild Wars and I'm hyped for a new expansion, it kind of feels a bit soon for a new expansion as well. Both things can exist at the same time. I can be hyped for a new expansion, but also be like, is it not a bit soon to be releasing a new expansion again? Damn, okay. Chat does not agree. I agree, Cool, you threw that fart at her, how dare. I know, right? God forbid a woman has an opinion on the internet. Back in your box. Bear with me, chat. I'm gonna go check something. I might keep going for a bit. Spook's having a nap. His work schedule's been shifted a little bit for some reason this week. So he's very tired. Wednesday is date night, so we're going to be going out for food, but I'll let him get a bit of extra sleep. Sad, sheepy Spook. I don't think he's sad. He got to have Flapjack. I think he's doing fine. Actually, not that sad he ate your Flapjacks. No, he's not that sad he ate my Flapjacks. The important distinction is Spook is probably not upset he ate my Flapjacks. He's probably upset that he upset me, but he probably doesn't regret eating the Flapjack, because he got to eat Flapjack. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. Digimon. I want to play Digimon. It is, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of fun seeing Digimon fans coming out of the woodwork, because Pokemon fans are like, Legends EA is good, but like, there's so many problems with it, and all the Digimon fans being like, hey, you know which game doesn't have a bunch of problems? Because that does seem to be what I'm seeing people say, even like diehard Pokemon fans. I'm seeing a lot of them say, yes, it's really fun, but. And I'm like, shouldn't be a but in there. It's good the game's fun, don't get me wrong. Game should be fun. That's kind of like, tick box number 1. Game, fun. That's what they should be. Don't like that there's a but in there. Our game has monsters and isn't made by a company that's trying to destroy gaming, also boobs. Honestly, the funniest comment was the one that we make all the time as a joke, which was someone saying, I won through the power of friendship and this gun, and that just had me creasing. Because yes, there is a gun in the new Digimon game. I'll defeat you with the power of friendship. Also, this Gundraymon I found, I am upset. I don't know if... I think the game has voice acting. It does have Gundramon in it, I believe. I believe the new one does have Gundramon in it. Your favorite Digimon. Because it was Machine Dramon? Or Machine Draymon, and I'm like, why are you putting an extra Y in that? Why are you saying it like that? There's no Y. Or E. If you're trying to say it like this, Nastria. If you're trying to say this, Dre. There's no E. Y, yeah. It's Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon. But for some reason, in the last Digimon game we played, not the new one that's came out because I've not played that, we played Digimon World Next Order. The voice acting in that, when it said Machine Dramon, it said Machine Draymon. And I was like, huh? Huh? Machine Draymon? Machine Draymon? No. Machine Dramon. Dra as in dragon. It was a mechanical dragon. They're not dragons. They're not dragons. They're the dragons. They also have Red Boyo, a non-childlike voice, and I hate it, but that's because it's a different character. They get, yeah, in the anime, Gilmon kind of talks a little like this. Not quite, but he kind of talks like this, Gilmon. And then in the game, he has a mature man's voice, and I'm like, but that's because it's a different Gilmon. I'm not angry about that. It's a different Gilmon. Of course they're gonna have different voices. Oops, on the wrong brush. There we go. It you! I don't know why it does that. Refresh. Digimon are not Pokemon. But Tamagotchi are Digimon. No. Tamagotchi and Digimon are both V-Pets. Also, why are you bringing up Tamagotchi? We weren't talking about that. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. There are Tamagotchi that moved to the Digimon world, so technically speaking, they could all be Tamagotchi. I don't know, it seemed to fit. Does it? Does it? The reason I said Digimon are not Pokemon was because of the voice thing. Because for some reason, it seems like every Pokemon is always the same, so a Pikachu is always, pretty much almost always sounds like a Pikachu. But Digimon are not like that. They have different voices. So the comment of Tamagotchi really threw me off because I was like, okay, I wasn't talking about that. This really confused me. I'm not here to be questioned on my poor interpersonal skills, alright? Then why are you here, Core? Then why are you even here? To distract you? Okay, fair. You know what? Valid. Thank you for the save reminder. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit weird. There we go. I think that does okay. That's part of my job. You'll be hearing from my union rep about this. You guys are in a union? I like the progress I've done on Game Maker today. Hey, nice! Fantastic. Hey, Hope, I know I'm always permanently busy all the time, but, like, if you ever want help with, like, some game graphics or something, like, let me know. I got a PCG Frostmoth. There's a PCG Frostmoth? Now I'm actually going to go look at the quests for once. Catch event Pokemon that scored between 41 and 60. What does that mean? Scored between 41 and 60 what? Okay. I need to be remembering to catch more stuff, though, basically. That's what is all that is. Basically, I need to remember to be catching stuff. All I know is Gay Vivillon. I will also try for Gay Vivillon. I don't see the Frostmoth, interestingly, but maybe I haven't progressed the quest enough, because that can be a thing. Everything in life, you gotta get it just right. for your conflict resolution. Why is my phone vibrating? I know technically I should have finished work by now, so I can't be angry about that. I'm just being sent stuff by people. That's fine. Bleh! Did you get the sports ball? I think the Frostmoth is after them. I don't think I have. I've already closed the window. Basically, I just need to remember to catch things, especially if they're event spawns. Stare into their mortal soul. No, I have not had the sports ball. I am one off from sports ball. It's very funny that there is a Pokeball called a sports ball. Oh boy, I sure do love that sports ball. Can't help but wonder what goes through Tom Cardy's mind sometime. You know? I'm gonna make a song about someone being possessed by Louis Theroux. Like, huh? What? What? Our teacher just sent us notice about a makeup lecture on Saturday because today was a holiday. Oh no! Heck. I think they need to be re-informed on what a holiday is. There goes my sleep. I know, right? Are these vector lines? Yes, they are. That's why I'm able to manipulate them and taper them the way I do. I use vector lines for my line art because it helps me get them nice and smooth. And it means that I can tweak them like you are seeing me do now. Yes, I use vector lines for polished line art. I don't use them for sketching. Oops, the mirror was on? I could have sworn I turned that off. Oh shit. That's not good. Copyright side undo paste. It's all on the same layer. Which is my B. I probably should have done it on a separate layer. Hang on, I can fix this because they are vectors. But I'm gonna need to dissect this. Oh no, it's erased my lines underneath. Oh. I don't think my undo history is big enough that I can do that. Yep. I can't undo all the. I gotta redo this. This side is almost finished. I have to completely redo the other side. Shit, I didn't realize. There wasn't a ruler line! I turned the ruler off! There wasn't a ruler line on the canvas! Hang on. No. God fucking damn it. I just opened up the backup, but I saved too recently. Ironically, your save reminder shot me in the foot because I saved over the backup. That's okay. We didn't know. None of us knew. Why was it mirrored? I had you turned off. There was no mirror line active. I've literally never had that problem happen ever in my freaking, 20 years of drawing. Okay. Shit. I was really happy with how this looked. Now I've got to redraw it. Oh, it's mucked up the eye. Shit. I hate where I lost the progress so much, which is why I abandoned a fan game, which I was working on. Oh, that's a shame. I always increment my 3D work. Admittedly, I never really do it my 2D work because I've never had this problem with a 2D piece before. That's not true. I do increment them slightly. I do have, like, sketch, line, color, but, like, this was mid-stage. We're just carefully extracting all of these lines. Yep, and it's not affecting that side. We might be able to salvage this, but it's kind of looking like I'm going to have to redraw the whole thing. This has ended up. This has gotten split. Now that's a bad hair day. Oh god, there's a second ear in here. Which ear is even the original? Thanks, Hope. You don't have to do that. That's going to have to be redrawn. Look, there's entire chunks of this line missing. Oh, this is... yeah. That bit's okay. That bit's salvaged. Basically going to have to redraw that. Redraw this. This and this. Yep. Redraw that. Redraw that. That looked okay, actually. Redraw that. Yeah, that needs to be redrawn because it's been cut. This and this. This line and that line should have been linked. This line. This line. That, I think, should be okay. I can recycle that. That's got spoiled. That's got spoiled. This and this got spoiled. Nope. Well, shit, right when I was literally this close to being like, I'm gonna end stream because I finished all the line art. Why did that happen? That's the bit that's like baffling me the most, is why did that happen? That should not have happened. There was something we can do. It's fine, Hope, it's fine. My problems are not yours to solve. think I can keep that, potentially. Don't fully know what's happened there. That's gotten messed up. I don't know why it's gotten messed up. It just has. Please stop. Select that, please. Stop. Okay. Fucking hell. Okay. That sucks because I was really happy with how that looked. Yeah, and it's not doing it now. Oh boy. All I can think of is that freaking short now of just funny, but not funny. Ha ha. Funny. I'm gonna have a breakdown. What can I say except you fucked up? The layers, the colors, the lines. Hey, it's okay, I fucked up. Now it's time to break down and cry. That's a vocal stim? That was a vocal stim. That was a vocal stim. Not gonna be mad about that. Where the hell's vocal stim? There it is, number 3. Ugh. Okay, so I haven't got it back in the way it was because the colours aren't matching up now. I decided to take a shot at finding a cool robot, and what do I find on the splash page but a dragon blue. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a riff on the Luna Beast edit for the Nova Beast. That's wild. That's an edit of an edit. The Lunar Beast is an edit of the Nova Beast by Sternwolf, and this is an edit of the Lunar Beast. That's really funny. That's an edit of an edit. I finished the episode. Hi, boobies! I think you've been having a better time than me. There was a weird error in which I finished this hair, I came over here and started drawing this hair, and it for some reason was mirroring it over here. Still don't know why. Pretty sure the mirror is and was disabled. And so I basically had to redo the entirety of this side again. I also just noticed that this line also got. This also got affected. I need to redo it. I'm sorry, don't apologize, it's not your fault. It is. It literally isn't. Stop that right now. You stop that right now, it literally isn't. I will not have that. I will not have that at all. Oh god, I can't get this to go how I want it now. Okay. Right, so I can see from how the, like, color is all out of the lines that I haven't got it back to how it was, but I think it at least looks okay again. Okay. Everyone makes mistakes. We just move on. Blah. Okay. Blue is strong, the strongest. Just inherently false, but okay. I am weak like a limp noodle. Does she still have the lip? It's there. I don't know if it's as clear as it was. One benefit of vectors. That's better. You should go to Blue's mom, gather some flapjacks, and bring them to Blue. Blue, dead! Hello, my darling. The police just showed up at our door again. Oh my fucking god. Looking for the landlord? That's still happening? Or did she do something else this time? Today is really not a fun day for many, is it? Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. Honestly. Honestly. Crazy, crazy world we're living in. Right. I think I've worked out what happened. It's a bit annoying and a bit of a weird design. Because in this drop-down list, hang on, I gotta change this so you can see. Allow me to slightly rant and explain how the mistake happened and how it is not my fault. Because on the ruler, there's an option here that says Show Ruler, which has a tick next to it. And you click on it, it's a toggle. So it toggles it off. Toggles it on. Toggles it off. That one's a toggle. There is also a setting which says here, Show in all layers. I had that turned on when I was doing this so that I could have it be a mirror on both the line art layer and the color layer. When I was finished, I came back and I clicked on it again to turn it off. That one is not a toggle. Clicking on it again does not turn it off. So this one is a toggle. This one is not a toggle. So that's how the mistake happened. Well, in order to turn that off, you have to pick a different setting from this section. So that's how the mistake happened. Because apparently the UI designer decided we would have something in the menu be a toggle, and then have one thing in the menu not be a toggle. So I don't think that's my fault. So that's how the error happened. Perfect design. Mm-hmm. Because, of course, I've never used that feature before, so how would I know? How would I know that one is a toggle and one isn't a toggle? So... yeah... You know by finding out the way you did. Yeah, I found out the hard way, as people would say. I found out the hard way that one is a toggle and one is not a toggle. Probably should put like a little thing on it to be like brackets toggle on the one that is a toggle. That way you know that, oh, this one must be the exception. So, yeah. Could have been worse. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse. At the end of the day, all that really happened is that I had to do a bit again that it only really took me a half an hour, which isn't a huge amount of time in the grand scheme of things. It's annoying, but I'll live. There we go. I learned what happened. You should go rest now. I probably should. I firstly overran by half an hour because Spook was sleeping, and I was like, I can do a little bit extra work. And then right as I was about to finish, I discovered the error, and I had to spend half an hour correcting the error. So what was only meant to be an additional half hour became an additional hour. But hey, it means that Spook got to have his nap. So hopefully he feels a bit better. Tends to sleep when he doesn't feel the greatest. So hopefully he will feel a bit better now. Okay, okay. It's just because I'm nearly done. There we go. There we go. We're where I wanted to be. There we go. There is our line art. Whew. Okay, pen down, back in holster. That way I can't pick it back up again. We need a flowers redeem. Don't keep going on at me about the redeems. I know, I'm aware. I don't know how to make them. All our redeems are violent, not violets. I understood that reference. Okay. Big stretch. Okay. Where do I want to go for dinner, is the question. I'm going to wake up Spook and he's probably going to immediately ask me, where do you want to go for dinner? And I don't know what I want for dinner. Wah. Okay. Nando's? I could go for Nando's, actually. I could go for Nando's. Cheeky Nando's. Cheeky Nando's does help. Chimkin. Okay. Wow. Unfortunately, today has been a bit of one of those days. I didn't talk about it on stream because I didn't want it to become self-fulfilling, but I was trying to work on stuff this morning and it went a little bit tits up, so oof. So I'm glad that it's now time for date night, because that will make things 100% better. Thank you for being loving and supporting, all of you. Because that makes it better. Excuse me. Aha, perfect. I was going to raid into friend, but I was like, oh, they're on a break screen. I think they've just come back from break screen. Right. We're gonna go say hi to my dear friend Cash, who we all know and love. And our raid message is screams into void, brackets, I'm fine. Right. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna go play Guild Wars tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. And hopefully we don't encounter any bugs. Yeah. So thank you everyone for being wonderful and lovely. I love you all very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you get up to. And I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye! Mwah!